Standard 7, Subject Social Science, Chapter number 2, India, Climate and its Natural Resources. In part 1, we have learned about the climate of India. There are mainly 3 seasons, winter, summer and monsoon. Next, we will learn about resources, the meaning of resources and types of resources. There are 2 types, mainly natural resources and artificial resources. In natural resources, water resources, mineral resources and land resources. In part 3, we have learned about water resources and the project which are running on the water resources. Such projects are Narmada project, Nagarjun project, Tungabhadra project, Kosi project, Hirakund and Bhakra Nangal project. In part 4, we are going to learn about mineral resources. Biotic and abiotic materials, that is living or non-living materials, below the surface of earth are transformed into minerals having different chemical components due to intense heat and pressure. There is a high temperature and heat under the surface of earth, which creates many tectonic movements into the earth, which forms minerals. This treasure trove of minerals is formed in the core of earth through natural processes, and it is lasting for 1000 years. Minerals are done or formed after thousands of years of natural process done under the surface of the earth. Minerals below the earth are not found in their pure forms. They are mainly impurities present due to which they are called ores. Example, iron ore. When iron is found from the earth, we make some processes on it and then we will make it in the other form of steel and iron. Only after that, refining of ore, we get minerals in pure form. Thus, minerals from the foundation of economics, might and prosperity of the country. Minerals are divided into 3 types. Metallic minerals, that means metals, non-metallic minerals and power generating minerals. Iron, copper, gold, zinc, tin, nickel, mercury, platinum are metallic minerals, which is hard. Second is non-metallic minerals such as diamonds, ruby. Ruby is a stone of pink color. Limestone, china clay, dolomite, bauxite, fluorspar, gypsum, silica, graphite. Graphite is used in pencil. It is non-metallic. Diamond is non-metallic. Ruby is non-metallic. China clay. We are using vessels in our home made up of china clay. Phosphate, etc. are non-metallic minerals. Third is power generating minerals, which generates electricity and other powers. These types of minerals are coal, natural gas, mineral oil, that is petroleum, kerosene, diesel, etc. Uranium, thorium, radium, etc. are power generating minerals which are used to generate machines, electricity and other equipments. Now, India is a large country and we can find many minerals in India. Let's see which minerals are found in which parts of the India. First is coal. Coal is easily found in India at many parts. Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh, Goa, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra and Gujarat. Manganese is found in Andhra Pradesh, Goa, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Jharkhand, Orissa, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, West Bengal and Maharashtra. Similarly, copper, bauxite, mica, lead, limestone, gold, mineral oils, etc. are mainly found in Andhra Pradesh, Goa, Gujarat, Karnataka, West Bengal, Jharkhand, Orissa, Tamil Nadu, and Maharashtra. Gold is found in Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh in India. Mineral oil and natural gas are found in Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Assam, and Andaman Nicobar Island. Thorium is found in Rajasthan and Jharkhand. What is the use of these minerals? These minerals are useful in many places. First, we will learn about manganese. Manganese mineral is used in chemical industry, in making pesticides for crops, in making glass, varnish, and printing industries. Copper is used in electric wires, material, colored glasses, coins, and printing industry. Bauxite is used in electric materials, colors, airplanes, purification of kerosene, and making of cement. Mica is used in making radio, telephone, airplane, gramophone, soundproof curtains. And last, fluorosphere is used in mineral melting industry, plastic industry, hydrochloric acids, and in making things from China clay. The third natural resources is land resources. Large area is covered with numerous trees and undergrowth is called forest. Forests are invaluable source of wealth of nation. We can get many sources from forest. There are different types of forest in India because of its physiography and climate. As we know that we have learned in part 1 that there are different types of rainfall done in different parts or region of the country. Therefore, the forests are also varied in that place according to the climate of that place. There are 5,000 types of trees in India. India ranked 10th in the world in terms of varieties of vegetations. Since ancient time, India is renowned for medicinal herbs. We can get many types of Ayurvedic medicines from the Indian forest. There is mention of almost 2,000 varieties of herbs and trees in Ayurveda. Ayurveda is its main origin is in India. In ancient times, many saints have make research on Ayurvedic medicines, which are founded from the forest. Ayurvedic medicines are useful and it never has any side effects on our body. Therefore, it is a prominent and promising medicinal facility available in India. There are almost 2,000 varieties of herbs and trees which are used in Ayurveda. Now let's see the types of forest. Evergreen forest, deciduous forest, tidal or mangrove forest, coniferous forest, and last is thorny forest. These are the forests which are available in India in different parts according to their climate. Evergreen forests are found in northern eastern part and in the region of Andaman and Nicobar. Evergreen are so named there in a particular season for trees to shed their leaves. Therefore, this forest remains green throughout the year. These trees are usually 30 to 35 meter in height. These types of forests are found in place where they are getting high rainfall and which are green throughout the year. The trees found in this type of forest are bamboo, teak, sal, mahogany and sesame. Second is deciduous forest. This is found in Vindhyachal mountain ranges, Satpura hills in the foothills of Himalaya, foothills of eastern western Ghat of India. The main trees of this forest are teak, sal, mahuda, banyan and peepal. These trees shed their leaves in autumn. Deciduous forest is the forest in which autumn season trees shed their leaves. But in autumn season, the trees in evergreen forest never shed their trees. Third is tidal or mangrove forest are the more luxuriant around the delta area where large rivers and sheltered bays where the annual rainfall is very high. The Indian tidal mangrove forests are mainly situated in Gangetic Delta, that means the plains where Ganga river is situated. In coastal plains in West Bengal, these forests are called Sundarbans, mangroves, Sundari, palms, kevada, cher are grows in this forest. In next part we will learn about the other two types of forest and importance of forest. Till then you have to write the questions related to mineral resources and water resources in your workbook. Thank you.